rid of taxation without representation, Delegate Bob Marshall. Pat McSweeney, you're good with the law, but you're not good with numbers.
That's all right.
There are more citizens here today, Virginians, than there are precincts in this Commonwealth. The revolution has begun. Folks, I've been outspent in every election that I've run. Haven't lost in Virginia because I've had we the people behind me. My fellow citizens, Virginia was necessary to the founding of this country. It was necessary to the dissolution of the Union. And you, my fellow Virginians, are necessary to the restoration of the liberties of all Americans, starting now. How did we get to this point? Remember the parable in the New Testament of the weeds in the field. It happened when the good men slept. They weren't bad, but the good men slept. And the wrong people planted weeds that choked the good growth. We cannot tolerate that. There's a phrase on the Archives building in Washington: eternal vigilance is the price of liberty. We trust it too much.
That's right.
Every one of you is a sentinel on the tree of liberty, on the protection of rights that come from the Creator, not the New York Times or a rogue Congress. We are here for constitutional liberty, which was written down, not an unchained Congress which wants no restraints of any kind. They don't want any restraints on borrowing. They will unchain your children, your grandchildren to foreign dictators. That is not what we're here for. I had a conversation with the United States Senator about 10 minutes explaining to him why Congress does not have the authority, even according to its own staff, the Congressional Budget Office and the Research Service, to impose a requirement on you that you enter into a contract for so-called health insurance. He said at the end of that 10 minutes, Bob, you're probably right, but that's not my main concern. My main concern is that I keep my promise to you. You gave me the Constitution. I didn't make it up. We can propose that you must dispose the fundamental laws of this country. Our Constitution provides the means and the ends. And only those means and only those ends come from the people. Our founders, as brilliant as they were, as dedicated as they were, as experienced as they were, even having gone through the fires of the Revolution, forgot something: the Bill of Rights. They found out they needed it when they went back and talked to the people. You are here today. You're going to remind Richmond. You're going to remind Washington. Authority comes from the people. When you talk to your member of Congress, when you talk to your state senator, when you talk to your delegate, and by the way, the speaker's a co-patron on this bill. Woo! And I thank him for all that. You asked very simple questions. From where did you get the authority to impose this mandate? Even the errant decisions of the Supreme Court that Pat McSweeney has cited, the court has said, we have never given unlimited authority to legislate any object Congress wants. It was
I was going to ask.
That was the Interstate Commerce Clause. If they say, well, general welfare authorizes it, folks, they couldn't pass a third-grade reading test in Virginia. I read the founders, the documents, the debates relating to the General Welfare Clause. There is no authority to impose this mandate on you. Now you ask them, where does it come from? Every answer that Obama gives takes power from you and gives it to Washington. I don't care if it's health care. I don't care if it's bankruptcy. The laws of which are supposed to be uniform. Were they uniform for General Motors? No. Were they uniform for AIG? No. That is not the rule of law. That is the rule of mayhem.
That's right.
The founders, at the end of the Declaration of Independence, stated, with a firm reliance upon divine providence. That means the interaction of the Creator in the affairs of men. They relied upon God for assistance. Don't do this yourself. There are too many people who will deceive you, who will lead you astray. And remember, book of Genesis, what did the devil say? Eve, that's a good-looking tree over there. And don't worry about this other stuff. Evil always comes under the guise of some good. Do not say, well, we have to give up. You penetrate to the heart of these arguments. You penetrate to what you have to do because, folks, this Obamacare is not a fight over health insurance. It's not even a fight over payback to political help. This is a fight over whether you are a citizen or you are a serf.
We got another rally after this. We're supposed to start it, so if you can keep it short.
It's not your wallet that they want, it's your soul, it's your family. We are not going to allow that to happen. The folks, don't call these people atheists. They believe in themselves.
Amen.
But you proceed with the Constitution, with prayers, with experience. And I said, there are more people here than there are precincts in Virginia. We have already won. We just have to do the work. Thank you very much.